Hi, and welcome to English-Fabule. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
In a busy office in Silicon Valley, Maria works as a product manager. She is 32 years old. Maria often works very late, sometimes until 11 at night. Her computer screens shine on her face. She has to prepare for meetings with people in other countries. Because she works so much, Maria sometimes does not see her young daughter awake for many days. Maria's story is not new or special. Many people feel this tired. This happens in big cities all over the world. For example, in South Korea, many people work too much. Some people even die from working too many hours. This shows a culture where work is often more important than rest. People work very long hours in many places, leading to great stress and tiredness. Some people thought the recent pandemic would change things. They believed working from home would give people more freedom. But for many, work and home life became mixed. People answered work messages from bed or took calls during family meals. This made the problem worse. Now, many more people feel very tired and stressed from work, a state called burnout. However, in other parts of the world, a different story is happening. In countries like those in the Nordic region, people often leave their offices by 4 in the afternoon. They have time to pick up their children or do other personal things. This is normal and good in these places. They seem to have found a better way to work and live. This book explores these differences. It asks how some countries manage to have a better balance between work and life. We will look for a new way to live and work. This is the idea of a great rebalance. It is a search for how societies can help people live happier, less stressed lives. 2. Working in Denmark. In Denmark, people work differently. Many office workers finish their day early, often around 4:30 in the afternoon. This is not strange in Denmark. It is normal. The average work week for Danes is only 37 hours. This shorter week means people have more time for their lives outside of work. A big part of Danish life is hygge. This word means comfort, coziness, and a feeling of well-being. Hygge is not just for homes. It is also important in Danish workplaces. Offices are often bright and have comfortable furniture. The idea is to create a good and safe feeling at work for everyone. This way, people feel happy and can do their best work. Danish workers also get good benefits. For example, they receive 5 weeks of paid vacation every year, and they use all of it. In summer, many businesses even close for weeks because people are on holiday. This shows how much Danes value rest and time with family. The way work is done in Denmark is built on trust. They call it freedom under responsibility. This means that bosses trust their employees to do their job well. Employees have the freedom to manage their tasks. In return, workers are engaged and productive. They do not need someone to watch them all the time. This focus on balance helps Danes be productive without working too many hours. It is about working smart, not just long hours. Only 2% of Danish employees work more than 50 hours in a week. This is much lower than in many other countries. Danish women also have high employment rates, around 72%, because the country supports work-life balance and offers good childcare. All these things help Denmark be one of the happiest countries in the world. People like Lars, a marketing director in Copenhagen, leave work at 4:30 to be with his child. He knows work will be there tomorrow, but family time is special today. 3. The Dutch work week. The Netherlands stands out in Europe for its short work week. People there work on average only about 32 hours and 20 minutes each week. This is a shorter work week than in most other European countries. A big reason for this is that many Dutch people work part-time. Almost 50% of the working population chooses to work fewer hours. It is very common for them to work only 4 days a week. This choice to work part-time is seen as a normal and good decision for life. It is not something that harms a person's career. In fact, Dutch law helps people work part-time. Employees can ask their employers to reduce their working hours, and employers have to consider these requests seriously. This legal support has helped create a culture where working 3 or 4 days a week is widely accepted across many different jobs. Take Emma, for example. She is a financial analyst in the city of Amsterdam. Emma works 4 days every week. On Wednesdays, she is completely offline. She uses this day to take long bike rides, meet friends for coffee, or enjoy a book in a park. Her co-workers fully respect this boundary. They would never try to contact her on her day off. Even though they work fewer hours, Dutch workers are known for being very productive. They achieve a lot in the time they spend at work. This challenges the common idea that working more hours always means better results. The Dutch way shows that being efficient is more important than simply spending a lot of time at the office. This success comes from several important factors. First, the country has excellent paths for bicycles. Many Dutch workers ride their bikes to work. This makes their daily trip healthy and less stressful. Second, the work culture focuses on efficiency and clear communication. This means less wasted time and fewer long meetings. Also, the Netherlands has strong social support systems. For instance, there is universal health care, so people do not fear losing their medical coverage if they change jobs. If someone becomes unemployed, there are benefits to help them. Good quality childcare is also affordable. These systems reduce stress for workers and help them balance their jobs with family life. The Dutch model proves that a shorter work week can be the foundation of a successful economy, leading to both a happy workforce and a thriving nation. 4. Finland's happy workers. Finland is known as the world's happiest country. For 7 years in a row, it has been at the top of the World Happiness Report. This is largely because of how Finland balances work and life. In cities like Helsinki, people have found a good way to fit work around their lives. The average work week in Finland is short, just under 35 hours. Workers also get a lot of paid vacation time. They have had flexible working hours for almost 30 years. This shows that Finland thinks about work in a different way. It puts the well-being of everyone first, not just how much one person can achieve. It also looks at long-term health, not just quick results. Finnish parents get a lot of time off after having children. Parents can share 480 days of paid leave. This is very good for families. It helps people feel supported so they are more loyal to their jobs and work better. There is a special Finnish idea called sisu. It means having inner strength and being determined. In the workplace, sisu means working steadily and strongly, but not working too much. Teams work hard during office hours, but they also respect each other's personal time. When Finns leave the office, work usually stops until the next day. They believe in keeping work and life separate. For example, a software engineer might work from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. They take a full lunch break and might even walk in nature. This practice is called forest bathing. People do not usually check emails after work hours. Companies in Finland also put a lot of money into training their workers. They help employees learn new skills and grow in their careers. This makes workers feel valued and happy, which helps companies keep their staff. Finland shows that a country can have short working hours, happy workers, and a strong economy all at the same time. This way of working leads to high employee satisfaction and good new ideas. It is a good example for the rest of the world. 5. A new way to live in New Zealand. New Zealand showed the world a new way to work. In 2018, a company named Perpetual Guardian tried something special. All its 240 workers tried a 4-day work week. They still got their full pay, but they worked one less day each week for 8 weeks. The results were very good. Workers felt much less stress, down by 38%. Problems between work and home life also went down a lot. Employees were happier and their work quality stayed the same or even improved. This experiment showed that a 4-day week can truly work and make employees feel better. New Zealand's government also brought in a new idea for the whole country. Under Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, they made a well-being budget. This was the first time a country focused its budget not just on money or how much the country produces, but on its people's happiness and health. This meant the government measured success differently, looking at how well people were living, not just how much money was made. This new budget put money into important areas. It helped with mental health for everyone and worked to lower child poverty. It also aimed to help Maori and Pacific people earn more, supporting different communities. The government believed that when people feel safe, healthy, and happy, they do better. When there is good support for mental health and affordable childcare, people do not feel they need to overwork too much to survive. This policy helped reduce a lot of common workplace stress. Life in New Zealand also values the outdoors and family time greatly. Many people take real lunch breaks. They might walk by the water, go to the beach, or relax in a park. Eating at your desk while working is not common, and it is seen as a little antisocial. Maori culture, with its focus on extended family, whānau, and overall well-being, Maori, also helps shape this kind of life. Many employers understand that workers need time for skiing, hiking, or other activities. They often offer flexible hours to allow for these outdoor pursuits. This shows that being healthy in body and mind is seen as a key part of being productive. New Zealand has shown that focusing on people's well-being does not stop a country from doing well in business. In fact, it has helped the economy stay strong and even grow. This country proves that strong businesses and happy, healthy lives can go together. 6. Working too much in Asia. In some parts of Asia, working too much is a big problem. This is very true for countries like Japan and South Korea. People often work very long hours there, which affects their daily lives and health. In Japan, there is a special word, karoshi. This means death from overwork. Sadly, many people have died because they worked too much. This culture started after World War II, when people worked hard to rebuild the country. It became normal to work 60 to 70 hours a week. People felt they should not take vacation days or leave work before their bosses. This showed loyalty to the company. One sad story is about Matsuri Takahashi, a young worker who died in 2015 due to overwork. Even with new laws to limit hours, the problem continues. Many workers still put in long, often unpaid hours. Despite these long hours, Japan's work productivity per hour is not very high. This suggests that simply working longer does not mean working better. Today, younger Japanese people are starting to reject this old way of working. They want a better balance between work and life. South Korea also has a culture of working too much, known as pali pali or hurry hurry. This fast-paced culture helped the country grow economically, but at a great human cost. South Koreans work the longest hours among developed countries, around 1,915 hours each year. This is much more than the average in other rich nations. Workers often feel pressured to stay late to show dedication. The government tried to help in 2018 by setting a limit of 52 hours per week. But even this rule was hard for some businesses to accept. Like Japan, South Korea has gwarosa, meaning death from overwork. This points to serious health problems for tired workers. The younger generation in South Korea, called the MZ generation, is now asking for change. They want 4-day work weeks and more time for their personal lives. The country's very low birth rate also shows that intense work pressure makes it hard for many young people to start families. These young people are looking for a different future, where work does not control their entire lives. 7. What makes a good work-life balance? What makes a good work-life balance? We have seen different ways people work around the world. Countries that do this well often share some key ideas that help their citizens live better lives. First, there is high social trust. This means people trust each other and their institutions. When trust is high, employers believe workers will do their best, even with flexible hours. Workers also trust that their well-being is respected. This helps create fair work rules and a calm work environment. Second, strong social safety nets are very important. These are like a strong support system for everyone. They include good health care that is easy to access. Affordable childcare helps parents balance jobs and family without high costs. Things like unemployment support and pensions for old age also make people feel secure. With this security, people do not need to work endless hours just to cover basic needs. They can make better choices for their life and family. Third, the culture must see success as more than just working long hours. In some places, success means having time for hobbies, friends, and rest, not only earning a lot of money. Being efficient and productive during work hours is valued more than simply being present for many hours. When a culture values well-being, leaving work at a reasonable time is normal. It is seen as a smart way to live. Fourth, laws that protect workers play a big role. For example, some countries have a right to disconnect law. This means that after work hours, your boss cannot force you to answer emails or calls. This helps people separate work from their personal life. Laws for paid vacation time and parental leave also ensure people can take breaks and care for family without financial worry. These laws show that a country values its people's lives outside of their jobs. When we look at the United States, it often presents a different picture. The U.S. does not have national laws that guarantee paid vacation, paid sick leave, or paid family leave for all workers. There is also a strong hustle culture. This idea often promotes the belief that you must always work very hard and for long hours to be truly successful. This cultural pressure and lack of legal guarantees can make it very difficult for people to find a good work-life balance. These ideas, trust, support, cultural values, and protective laws work together to create a society where work and life can be in a healthy balance. 8. A better future for work. The way people work today is often broken. Many feel very tired and stressed. The old idea was to work very long hours, believing that more time spent at the office meant more success. But this has made people feel worn out, and the border between work and personal life has become hard to see. Studies show that many workers around the world now feel burned out, showing that the old model often fails to make people truly happy or productive in the long run. However, a better future for work is clearly possible. We can look at countries that actively focus on work-life balance. These nations show that when people have enough time for their lives outside of work, they are happier and perform better. They are more creative, focused, and engaged when they are at work. These countries are often more successful, not just in their economy and growth, but also in the overall well-being of their citizens. They prove that you don't have to choose between making money and having a good life. The two can actually help each other. This important change is not only about making new rules or passing laws. It is deeply about our shared values. It asks us to choose to see people as whole human beings with rich lives, families, and many needs, rather than just as tools for work. It means employers should care about their workers' health, happiness, and family time, building trust. When companies treat their employees with respect, workers respond with more loyalty and better quality work, leading to lower staff turnover and new ideas. The world is currently going through a great rebalance. This means many people are rethinking what success means and how work fits into life. Younger generations, in particular, are asking for better balance and refusing to work endless hours. This global shift is happening now, and we have a choice. We can either hold on to old ways, or we can embrace this new path where human well-being is central. By prioritizing people, we can build a future where work helps everyone live fulfilling and productive lives. What kind of future do you want for work in your country?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.